Good afternoon, everybody. This is the day after Thanksgiving where the whole flaming nation is bloated, laying on the back porch, trying to get some air out of their stomachs. And they're all going and saying, I shouldn't have eaten that last piece of pecan pie. Oh! Well, we're participating here in Black Friday, which is much more constructive. My name is Dr. Jeffrey Lant. I am the CEO, the co-founder. And I went out for Thanksgiving dinner, but I only had one portion. I had a little teeny bit of it, so it wasn't for lack of trying. I just couldn't figure out a way of eating it, but I didn't know how to steal it. So I was in a couple of quick, but no battle. So Kristen is with us today. He's been doing the daddy thing. I mean, how old are you? 63, right?
34.
34. Well, it's a good topic to take over the business. By the way, Poppy is what we say now, because everybody, picked it up from one of those baseball players who was from the Dominican Republic, and he Poppy this, Poppy. The first time someone called me Poppy, he said, "What? Do I look like a poppy? What kind of a poppy? Poppy seed?" I just got from that one anyway. This is the longest running live program on the internet, by far the longest running. You can get it every day at www.worldprofit, WORLD.com. We have a live studio audience. 80 people in here right now, and that number will come and go. And we have an audience of 1,000 on YouTube, and that'll take place after this program is over. Our white rabbit reporter from Canada will take this and magically whip it into something. I don't know what the hell she does. And by the time it's over, I'll sleep anyway. My name is I'm exhausted. I just want you to know, I'm tired. I got up this morning and started buying Christmas presents on Black Friday. I believed all the stuff that they said. My inbox was filled with 50% off this and 75% off this. So I had to get something. I don't even know whether it's true. Do you have a Black Friday?
Oh, yes, unfortunately we have it. Yes.
You must.
Prices of everything
You think it's
70% off and in a profit, so why can't they sell it for that?
Good point. Chris, as usual, strikes incredibly as the feeding merchants of the world. Today we're going to make an offer. First of all, we're going to do a survey. It will fart people. If there's anyone in this room who thinks they're stupid, you want to let us know. Because if you don't put this offer together, you're stupid. Together an offer that gives you a $500 voucher that you can use for your internet business, particularly learn how it works. The greatest problem on the internet is on there and proud and don't know how to. I see this every day with articles. Look, sometimes they find a synonym for the word tree. Well, I can't see there's 70 synonym for the word. I had an episode where it was just pain. It's a new search course. There's no thing on it except for these things that you need to know. So first of all, this program is dedicated then, we gave before and took action. And so we're going to walk through and get through the whole life and we'll find out whether it is a his or a her. Do you want to say anything before we start the program today?
No, I'll just let you go on with it.
Well, thank you very much. I'm babbling on because, quite frankly, I'm retired. I keep making this mistake. I got up at midnight last night, and I wrote, and I was writing along, everything's all going well. It's Inferno chapter. By the way, now I've divided chapter 7 into 2 chapters, so it's now chapter 8. And it's still, it's not quite done, but 8 of the 12 chapters are finished, essentially. And then all of a sudden, poof, it was like I fell out with it. I was just like, on the floor. I was just like, that is so my mother, I tell you. Wherever she is now, Mommy, she's just run at the top of her speed for whatever months she could carry on. Then she claps. I mean, whoever it was. You were having an ice cream cone with her, park, she'd be sleeping on the initial twice. Something about my family's metabolism. You don't ever balance properly. Remember this? Or why do you stick around?
I'm the same. I keep going and going and going until, and oh my God, I've got to sit down for 5 minutes, and then the next thing you know, 6 or 7 hours away.
Exactly. But I can make 6 or 7 days go by. I mean, I can, without any problem whatsoever, go to bed today. 7 days.
Done.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's too bad you can't see this face because he's going like, what do you mean it's not sleep? What do you think it is?
Dying.
Dying? It's making up for sleep deprivation. Sure, I have sleep deprivation. Better I have something to eat good. Better I have something to eat good. Okay, and Alan Williams is now finished shooting Cat Profits. And Alan, we're going to want you to get out there and promote like crazy, but also consider being a monitor, which I'll talk during this program so you can get out in touch with me afterwards. I want to dedicate this program to Monday and Severin. So we're going to get rid of you. You're just not adding anything because we're out of it. So we'll give you 2 minutes and then let you go. And we now have not talking either. We had decided a long time ago, the partners, that we were appalled by the lack of education, constructive education about the internet. I mean, it basically doesn't. It is. Chris, you know that George Kosh has created well over 100 teaching program, 20 videos.
Yeah.
Have you like that? I never have.
No, I've never seen anything like it, and I doubt if I'll ever see it anywhere else.
Well, yeah, he needs his sleep too. I don't even know if his sleeping habits are because mine are so obscure. But he probably goes to sleep while we trips out. And so no, because he probably does have a special doodad that makes you think that he's there in anything and actually in Bermuda. Which I hope he gets to it. I hope I get there.
Yeah, he's in Mexico playing golf.
Well, in gardens, you know, they put scarecrows and things like that. They'll dress them up. I still think that scarecrows are the best, aren't they? Or has someone discovered that they're better? I don't know. Okay, we Monday and Savin, again, the number problem you face is that you don't know what the hell is on the internet. You haven't got a clue. Monday, is that true? Savin, is true? I want an answer by this way. Is it true that your number one problem is you don't know what to do? And therefore you deal with this and that, you waste some time over here, you check over there, adds up to nothing. Now, Savin and Monty, if you don't answer this, I'm going to throw you. So it's a real thing. Say anything you want to say. If you don't say anything at all, I'm going to throw you both out. Monday, Cecil, and Savin, or I'm waiting for you. So, Chris, we'll have to disagree among ourselves because they're useless. The level of ignorance on the internet is colossal. Is beyond anything we've ever seen because so many people are involved and they all wouldn't take a course. There probably isn't a course to take. And they wouldn't take it if it existed. So what are your thoughts about this before we get going?
Well,
should we just shoot it again?
Two cases that prove the point. One man's in, sitting there doing nothing.
They don't say
and I imagine you're expecting the world to fall out, but
well,
that's never going to happen.
My name is Savin. I'm here for a moment because the next person I'm going to use, and that was what I'm going to remind you of, and that couldn't have been you. So here's what we've done. We've created a scholarship program that will teach you everything, and I mean everything you need to know to run a successful business on the internet. No ifs, ands, or buts. Right? There's a catch. If you don't buy it now, you don't get it. We're only selling 5 more packages today. 5 packages today, and when they're gone, they are gone. So Monday, Savine, and Heather, and Justin could take 4 of them right there, and that essentially would be the end of it. But they won't. They'll gather, and then what happen? So I feel like Tony the Tiger today. I want some red meat that I can rip apart. Monday, are you going to talk to me? It's the first thing you do. If you don't talk to me right this minute, well, you know what a Cuisinart is, Monday? You know what a human being looks like stuffed into a Cuisinart? I don't think you will have a chance, but I will. Let's see, there we go. Do it. Okay. So, and then, you've been up longer than anybody, and nothing is to move. Are you going to speak to us? So then, are you alive? You two will have smelt the Cuisinart. By the way, I want to say something about Cuisinarts. Say nothing about them. They have this awesome, and they're little rubber seals. I don't know what the seals are. I guess they can't pull it apart. So, Mr. China, I bet that I could austerize customer service, and that someone would help me direct me to the correct rubber seal. And so I called Austerizer and discovered that they have a branch, Salem, Mass, the home of the witches. So I called Salem, Mass, and I said, "You don't sell those things, those rubber things, by itself. You have to buy a whole unit. So, excuse me, I have a unit that works. But I just need a little more." So this was his answer. That was stupid, but he put the bill. You know who makes these, don't you? They're made in China. If you got a complaint, go to the Chinese. Click. Yes, that was Austerizer customer service. Tells me to go to an impossible place to find a part. I said, well, what if I give you the I've been so efficient with it was the old coat thing. Any other person is going to throw away, but it's in fine shape except for the fact that it leaks. So whatever you put into the bowl, it's going to come out. But it's perfect. Just so you know, if anybody wants to get on my good side, find me with Chinese factories creating these. What do they call it? Sealers? Rubber seals?
O-rings.
O-rings. Exactly. O-rings. Okay, so that's me. You're a technical character. Where do you get an O-ring? I know where you get it.
You can get them from hardware dealers and stuff. It depends on the size of it.
If I know that it's about this big, you're not going to like that very much. I'm not going to do that. It's a standard size for a standard thing that's made in a country we have barely got diplomatic relations with, but we use each other like crazy. Why bother to have an ambassador when they have all of our money? Contract the company. Well, I did! That was it! He hung up on me. In Salem, it had Austerizer, by the way, it's Auster.com. And they had one outlet in Massachusetts, and that was, I called them promptly, and of course the conversation lasted for under 2 minutes, and then he hung up on me. The thing was, can't even begin to scream at already.
Something like a preserve jar seal or something like that.
Patrice has those. Patrice owes me some, by the way. Patrice sent me a box of raspberry jam. And for some reason she decided that I should eat the cardboard, so she coated her jam all over the cardboard. Now she says it's an accident. I think that was the way to eat it in Canada. I think they take a box and they cut out the jam and they eat the box. I know that's what you like. More customer service. More wonderful customer service. It's my choice that doesn't work.
I know some products that you're better off eating them.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, White Castle hamburgers, cheeseburgers are awful, and you might as well eat the box. Yep. What was it they had some soup? Oh, the trolley restaurant trunk. It's made out of a trolley. You order to mass. And I had, but it was a huge mistake because it's run by Armenians. I should have some kind of refugee footing or something. They didn't know. They got it from a quarantine from God Himself. Too bad. I was born to go to a place like that. And it was packed right. Alright, we are talking with Chris about nothing in particular, about customer service. Here was the most weird thing that's happened so far this Christmas season. We're fairly talking about this. I wanted something sent to Canada. And so I always say first, do you ship to Canada? So the first question I always ask, oh, yes, sir. So we placed the order. And at the end, she said, oh, by the way, in terms of your shipping, the shipping cost is X dollars. You have to pay X dollars times 2 plus $10. Ooh, I said, what? Excuse me, I'm sending you box to Canada. What do you mean? She said, our policy is just when you figure out postage service, you double it, and then you double it, and you add $10. I said, excuse me, I'm never going to buy anything from your company now. You're highway robbers. Did you ever hear such a thing? You make more than twice as much for postage?
What reason? Why do they want that?
Because they were rapacious, greedy, plutocratic slobs. That's right. They wanted. Get all the money, of course. So far, so good. The season has been reasonably easy. Considering that I'm not speaking to half the people on the Christmas list. I tried to argue with Jim Dobbs so I didn't have to give him a present. They failed. My timing was off, so I have to give him something and work on my time a little bit better for next week. By the way, more people get divorced after Christmas. Everybody hangs on to see what they're going to get, and then they divorce like that. You know that? Divorces skyrocket after January 31st. Okay, so if you give them a good present, they skyrocket. Okay, if you give it back, then they divorce anyway. So there's no one. What do you want to say about the scholarship? I will say that, first of all, it's absolutely terrific. And I feel like we're savable, but I'm still that single person who would not want a scholarship and not know how to make money. I don't get it. You can get it?
No, it's amazing people come here and they say, yes, I want to make money on the internet. Okay, what sort of experience have you got? None? Well, would you be prepared to learn? Yes. We've got a scholarship for you which shows you how to do everything. They're gone. They don't even listen to what you're saying.
No, both is alright. Yes, the level of, why don't we just call it stupidity is colossal. They just don't get it, they don't, more to the point, they don't even want to. Apparently, it doesn't bother most people when they're wasting their time. You'll see that.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't want to make any money. Honestly, I don't want the money. Please stop bothering me. Don't make me make money.
You would think that was a lot, but that's the truth. You know, this is Alright, do you want to read us a story today?
Do you insist?
Oh, yeah. That's I'm in position it says. I can barely stay awake. Here's the incentive. If you read this story, I'll sleep quietly. If I remember myself, I'll just dream it out of the day. What kind of story do you want?
I don't know.
That's a Christmas stories. Everybody else is doing Christmas things. Christmas, Sharon read a good story this morning, and she read it so well. You know, hard time to think that the good story has to do this. She read it as a lesson about things, and you read it as a dark and drive through the murkiness.
Let's see what we've got.
What do you know a good story we should do? The one on Herod the King of the Jews. That is a story. Or we do another.
Let's remind everyone how the Queen cancelled the Christmas staff party.
Oh, you wouldn't like that one. All right, yeah, that's a good one. Oh, by the way, that one, as I'm back studio, I was on teletype discussing this very incident, calling the death threat. They were putting the death threat on my phone when I walked in the door. You didn't respect the Queen, Her Majesty. You didn't. You said you would should have your senators, sir. That Latin word was unbelievable. It was a woman too. She was letting me have it. So this is the article that inspired the death threat. Read it. See if it's worthy.
Okay, here we go. Betty Windsor cancels the staff Christmas party. Royal Scrooge reigns. What she should have done instead. By Dr. Jeffrey Lant. Yikes, what she be thinking of? An announcement from Buckingham Palace by the Lord Chamberlain revealed that Her Majesty, known to favour intimates as Betty Windsor, cancelled this year's staff Christmas party. The 600 people who serve her in myriad capacities, deprived of the joy of making merry from her privileges, meaning she paid for the dainties herself. Why did she do it? Lord Peel, in his email notification, says it's because of England's punk economic conditions. Cynical watchers opines because the Queen was disappointed about the hardships of living in advance upon consideration of her civil life. Next, see what she gets from the nation for her job. In other words, she's negotiating with the government figures that taking bottomless staff will help achieve her goal of more money faster. The reason doesn't matter. However, the plain fact, whatever the reason, is that Her Royal Majesty is, dare we say it, just plain cheap. This Christmas season, we need more peace, not fewer, for the very reason so many suffering and need a good day out. The Queen should be doing her bit, not showing the sugar plum fairy the door. Let's contrast the Queen's behaviour out of Maine Davis in the smash Broadway musical and the name. In addition, Maine, her fans staff are decidedly in it. Instead of cancelling Christmas like Yahoo, Maine sing, "We need a little Christmas now," and without a festive song while, at least momentarily, lightening at load for the people she loves. People who know and her. In short, challenge Josie is, she does what she can. It's a far better thing she does than lip and tighter-fisted Betty Windsor, for the royal decision, calculated though it may be, brings no joy to anyone but her. The very antithesis of the purpose of Christmas. We can help in at least two ways. First, contact Buckingham Palace at once, protesting this silly decision. We know she has the money, and if she wants to negotiate with Prime Minister Kellums for upkeep and maintenance, but let's not on the side, who have to feel hurt and this negative suffer up or not. Indeed, let's all been and turn decision into a terrific plot. Let's all offer to apply a favourite Christmas goodie to her, tied exclusively benefit of her staff. My grandmother's Christmas sugar cookies were always a hit back in Illinois, and were shipped to grateful and expectant friends and relatives worldwide. Even the crumbs were treasured. I offer a dozen of these, not least because my grandma was born in 1901, named after, you guessed it, Queen Victoria. Seems right and proper that her people helping Betty out with her difficulties. Make sure you have your own Christmas party, or invite more people to the one you've already scheduled. Her Majesty's cancelled Christmas party was budgeted at £50,000 sterling. That's about $80,000. That's grand indeed, but remember, this about Christmas. It's the thought that counts. Rather than cancel the party and the joy therefrom, Her Majesty should have held it, doing as she could with less. It's just the way the rest of the world is doing. Just because you can't party with the grand and pure flourishes you prefer is no reason to perpetually cancel the whole shebang. A party is about people, not about whether the champagne is vintage. Make this Christmas season the one where you cover the real meaning of the season. It is about good times and about together. It is about offering the best you can and can afford, while reaching out to all friends and new, grateful to see and welcome them, not to rest, but to reconnect and make it clear that you care. Here is where Gilded Majesty went right off the rails. She showed me she needs to have a tiny pin remind her of wherein the true joy and meaning of the season resides. It is about the sincerity and affection of the gift, not its lavishness or cost. We need gifts that show it is in our heart, not our banking. Say that the Queen really lost of her party. She's worth $1 billion or more, let's not be petty. Who can doubt, if she had done anything, but done it with real effect too, that the event still have been the of the year, a gesture of profound sincerity and consideration. Yes, it's been touching and forever remembered, even with day-old donuts. Thus, our first suggestion, given with the utmost humility, is this. Queen of England dominions over the seas, relate your staff Christmas party and resolve that you will with less. Above all, that you will use the event to radiate joy and more happy memory rather than away with them altogether. Use your royal powers for two sentiments of the season. And as for the rest of, let us learn from this imperial era and use it to enhance our own Christmas. To make this, the visitor around us, and they call me no better than mediocre, the best Christmas ever. With the one and only focus being on how to bring joy to the most, even if that's simply the warmest and most heartfelt of embraces and the sharing of yourself. For if you do these things, the true element of Christmas, you will be more than a queen, be she ever so rich and empowered.
Good article. They put on the head. It's an answer. My own personal feeling is
It didn't really matter because I wasn't invited.
Well, I could change that. I could send them a couple of clips of you up here. And of course, they'll probably say, "Oh my God, he can never come." I wasn't invited either, but I gave her some good advice. And same kind of advice I gave her. It's about these powerful women in England that get to be so above them and have a party. The reason I would start with Margaret Thatcher, then work back. My feeling about one of the reasons why Margaret Thatcher lost was she got to be above the lowly MPs. My feeling was she should have gotten Oscar Emerson's theme for Flower Drum Girl and had a A1 party. Head down Funny Street. Everybody could do their faces and, test the lipsticks out or whatever the hell they do at those parties. I don't know. Right. You know what I mean? So these people get to be above the common people in the flesh. If my opinion is Mrs. Thatcher had 4 or 5 of these parties with like say 10 MP wives, and she'd gone out over the shoulders and done her human. She might have been. You think that, or you think that there's 2?
that's too simple. She's attacked by her own parts.
That's what I mean.
It wasn't anything to do
Also,
with the people.
she didn't do anything to make it easy for me to vote for her. She was too important. She had done things for the world. Therefore, the world, my father had a song for that again. The world owes me, over me. And that's the reason I'm here to collect. I felt that people owed her their vote. And so she consequently didn't do anything to earn it. Now, you can't disagree with that.
Well, it wasn't the people. It was her own party that stepped in the
people in her, people in her party.
Quote, friends.
Yes, well, you know all about friends. But the people in her party, she didn't make it hard for them to stab her. She made it very easy. Same token with me, for example. Of all things not to cut is the staff party. First of all, you can cut out the champagne. You can have punch. No one actually cares about this stuff except a couple of critics of the Evening Standard. They care. Nobody else cares if there's vintage champagne. We don't have people going to. I'm not going to go to this champagne. It's cooling this. That's not even. That's too absurd. Do you think that it matters what the Queen served at a party? Whether you give the party or not?
No, she served a handful of peanuts. That's everyone would have been happy.
Exactly. That's my point. But she's using it to leverage and to get money out of Cameron by making him look small. Whoever revised her on this and made her look like a complete midget. My relationship with the royal family are weird. Because I think the next article I wrote in the series about it was the one on Dublin. She went to the Irish Republic. But she was magnificent. I mean, I couldn't but rain compliments on her. But to the back of my mind, I'm on this party. How could a woman who was so really magnificent and brave and did things, something that any person probably buys her against doing, and come out completely in his image? And then she goes home and she just can't tune for sentences. I mean, there's a disconnect here somewhere. Yes, no?
It was the same last week at the Remembrance Day parade at the Cenotaph. She was advised to stay away because of a terrorist threat. But she went.
Yes, and I think that's completely admirable. Because the Cenotaph is a very controversial. I don't know if you've heard my thing about Lord Hay. He was on the pony right there at the Cenotaph. He was the commander-in-chief of British forces in France. And he led from the back so that he could, his own boots were immaculate, and his uniform was always immaculate, and so immaculate. And one day, I don't know whether he came to this by the recollection or because someone said, Lord Hay, you really damn fools, go out and look at what you're doing. So he gets his car and his driver, and they drive the front lines, and they're swimming in mud. He can't, his boots were totally covered with mud. And he started crying. And then the little words about, I can't believe I didn't men into this. That's the problem. You want people who are on the spot. My father had many weird points of view, but he was right about General Patton when he said that he would say, my brother would say, we're not going to clean those leaves out of the gutter. And he'd say, now I want to tell you about a man that I knew. A man in the farthest trenches, the dirtiest man, the man who was strapped, the man who was tired and worn out because he was tired and he was worn out. And that is what I knew, and his name was Patton, General Patton. Okay, then, these are an infallible device to get us to do something. I'm going to stick with my about it, because we're in a position of leadership. You need to keep Texas. First, the president doesn't do that. You invite a handful of, and I mean by a handful, because there are the official receptions where you invite every Democrat in the House and all that stuff. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the evening when he invites 5 members of for dinner with their wives. And the agog, first of all, the president will be there. They make it all casual. They have drinks in the East Room and the whole bit. That kind of thing is so important. Would you agree?
Yeah, I certainly would. It gives you a chance to connect with people and find out what they're thinking, other than the party whip or whatever you call it in America.
Exactly. And the same token is, you should invite yourself over to their house. Maggie, and you know who did this? Ironically enough, it was Princess Diana. She was famous just for going over to someone's house and spending the evening watching television. Whatever else they do, which I don't know, but I can vouch for the TV. And I can remember one story that I was told about her, that she went over to someone's house for dinner and she ends up doing the dishes. Oh, don't please, Dad, I don't think I'm already embarrassed enough. Well, you know what to do. She said, I don't mind. You see, the thing is, when you don't have to do it, it's not a big deal. When you're forced to do it, then it's a deal. Well, I think it's clever to do that touch. Now, we still have cement here, and we have 114 people looking at the window. Here's the story, folks. There are 114 of you, and you don't know what you're doing, and you're never going to know what you're doing unless you start approaching it in an organized, efficient way through our training program. We've specialized for over 20 years in helping people like you make money. We know what we're doing. You don't know what we're doing. And I want to tell you something. It pays me to listen to some of you people. You're so stupid. And I'm sorry if I use the S word, but I can't help it. It is in the dictionary, so it's a real word. You're so unwilling to learn, unwilling to do homework, unwilling to do anything that smacks of an efficient organization. What do you want to say to them? It's painful. Is it painful to you? Very painful to me.
Yes, well, a few years ago, I had the same idea. I thought, all you have to do is buy this product, sit back, and just have the money. Don't have to do anything, just pay for it, and whoopee, we're going to be rich. But it doesn't work like that, unfortunately. You have to do something, and no one else can do it for you. You have to do it.
It's not just about making the money. It's about when you've made the money, what you do with it. I'm that for one of the capitalism, that is all assets in play. When I talk to people about money in the Life Business Center, they don't know anything about money. They don't know. If they had $1 million in cash in the credit card, they wouldn't know what to do with it. The whole raising of and maintaining of resources is just goes wrong. You have to spend a lot of time managing the resources, whatever the resources are. Do you agree?
Yeah, so take it for instance, we had a lottery winner last year who won £2 million on the lottery, £2 million that is, and now he's broke. He hasn't got a penny. He's gone through the whole $2 million. How the hell can you spend $2 million? I don't know. How can you do it?
I'm a fanatic. I find nickels in the street and put them in.
Well, I pick up pennies.
I have been known to stop traffic in Harvard Square to pick up a quarter. I don't say that. I don't say you're loaded because it's a quarter. I do it for nickel. I do it for penny too. Because it's coin of the realm. People say, "Oh my God, you steal me for a penny?" I say, "I do it for two groats."
I was driving down the road one day, and I saw something on the road, as I drove past, I thought, is that what I think it is? So I drove to the next junction, turned around, went back, and stopped. And it was a £10 note. So I got myself £10 just for driving down the road and turning around and coming back.
Mr. Joseph did the same thing. Out of nowhere, he put suicide road. I said, you couldn't put your driving. Yeah, so it's more than one to do. $20. I don't know where the hell he could have seen it. I couldn't have seen it for price. But his eyes were peeled, I guess, for finding money. He said it's a very reasonable, common thing that he finds money. I can believe it. People drop money in the dark. We wanted to bring some folks in here who like Savin.
You're back again, doing the same old nothing.
You look in the last.
Yeah, let me do it.
Okay, let's look at the list here of people who are not monitors. Alan Williams, Ronald Nelson. Here's what I want to do. I want another monitor. But why do I want another monitor? So sleep. It's a totally selfish thing that I'm doing here. I'm going to try to get 2 so I can sleep more. Alan, how would you like me to give you 100? If you graduate from the monitor program before Christmas, I'll give you 100 associates as your Christmas present. Ronald Nelson, I give you 100 things. Now, I'm not going to do this for everyone. I'm going to do it selective bribery. Bakshish. You have to graduate to be a senior. You out of it? Yeah, I did.
Didn't do it for me.
See? He wouldn't remember the old code. He's supposed to be having memory problems. I haven't seen it yet. Where do we start with us? Presence? Okay, Alan, now Ronald is going to turn me down. See? So Ronald is just throwing away 100 leads, 100 associates. I'm going to ask a couple of questions. You're not like you don't look like a television, or dingus kind of jockstraps on the hair. Do you want to know? You know? Because I don't want to get into this and find out, oh my God, I should have checked up on the FBI. And whom? What is whom? I want to know. See, what does that mean, Alan?
That means,
I know what it means, but what does it mean? Oh my God Almighty! See already. Nope, that's not. You know, that's not good enough. I want a person who wants an extra 100 donate 3 hours a week, as all the monitors do minimum, to the cause, learn those, that's what for. And I come up, pony up 100 leads. And if you guys go, I need more detail, you know, bad details, I'll get you and kick you. No, but right out of get out! Whatever happened to the olden days when the CEOs got to give orders? I haven't given an order for 20, maybe 18 years. Oh, now we're up to let's talk. Excuse me, Joan Rivers is dead. Let's talk. I don't want to talk. I want to sleep. I figured the only way I could be able to sleep was to get 2 more good monitors. James Williams could be one, but he's not talking to me. Is it Alan Williams? James?
I thought James was a monitor.
James, are you a monitor? No, not. He is not. James Williams, are you a monitor? See, he doesn't even talk to me. Whatever happened to the good old days when I was able to, boot people out? All these scandals about sex scandals and the other. What happened? I never see any of this stuff. All I see is me begging someone to become a monitor. That's all I do on it. Please, take 2 hours. Well, anyone going to just jump at this? Alan wants to talk. James Williams doesn't want to say anything. And the other guy fled. Oh, dude. First of all, I asked him whether he resembled a monster. He didn't tell me that. That's goofy. I mean, I'm an equal opportunity person. I gotta know. If you look like a T-Rex or something, I have my brothers. No. So, Alan, let's get to the heart of the matter. This is important. Where do you live? And do you have a webcam and a headset? By the way, everyone's going to hate you. It's Alan. also know that because when you get your 100 associates, they're going to kick you butt right out this year. The minute I do the quarter, they're going to be on you, stealing your money out of your wallet. Where do you live? Where do you live? Missouri. You have a work permit. Okay, here's the story. Let's see. Why don't we, are you going to be here later on this afternoon? In 4-ish, 5-ish? Or do we tomorrow? Either work for me. I'll give you your lesson. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to give you your second lesson. Who wants to give Alan? Is anyone of your cats coming up this afternoon? You can just fix Alan to the program.
Let's have a quick look. Johan Mons, the next 2 hours, are in on your bit somewhere.
Hello? Hello? Okay, what I want you to do, Alan, is come up with tiny words. Williams, tiny bit. Can we do that? And what I'm going to do right this minute for the monitor so you get all the propaganda that we send. Short propaganda. Hold on, don't move.
Mine is here from 5 until 6.
Come up at 5 o'clock Central Time.
I just have to step that 2 minutes.
Okay, Alan, let's see what next. Ah, yeah, the last one, alright. And that was a lot. Yeah, I'm going to put these instructions on the screen. I'm going to print them out. Here it is. Now, at 5 o'clock, you come back here and come up with Tanya. And I'll probably think of 45. Want to say anything to him? And twist his arm and say, "Be on time, boy. Don't miss it out, boy."
Yes, and take notice of what Tanya tells you because she is very good.
What I'd like to do is I'd like to bring Patrice Porter for me to take her if we do it, and then you come back and say, and Patrice just put up some light.
Good day, Dr. Lant, and that was a lovely article on the Queen's cancelling the royal family, and here we are on our Black Friday, and it's wonderful to have, yeah, and have a new monitor, or perhaps a monitor for our team.
You know, it is well known that I will do anything for this company, and have proven it over their time. But I bet throw myself in a car, bribe them, I would take time to do it. We're having such great success with the scholarship program.
Yes, it's a wonderful.
That we want to keep it going. But we need a couple more people.
And there's great perks, Alan, for being on the monitorship program, and it's wonderful to be able to work on it with a team of this wonderful Worldprofit monitor team, and gives us a way of giving back. And it's wonderful to train with Dr. Lant too. He'll take you places you never even imagined. And with that, if you
not the last time that phrase was used on me, it had quite a different definition.
And if anybody wants to catch the replay of this program, it'll be up on the YouTube channel Patrice Porter, and our new Worldprofit tube at www.worldprofittube.com. And there's earlier programs, Anything Goes programs, on the YouTube channel Pat Porter. And if you want to check my Home Business Central, it's at www.20waystoprofit.com. And I've also used the tools and resources of Worldprofit here to help people create abundance by gardening. I say Worldprofit offers the tools and training for promoting any business online. And that's at www.gardeningforfoodsecurity.com. And again, the replays on the YouTube channel, Patrice Porter. And with that, I'll step down and see you on the next Anything Goes, 1 p.m. Eastern. Bye for now.
She didn't cancel the royal family, but it made it be a good idea. Cancel the Christmas party.
Well, this is the thing that bothers me. You got cheap music, they live in it, you know what's going to happen, they're going to be run down, they come with yours out.
Yeah, we'll find it all on eBay in a few years.
Well, if that's the case, I don't want to hold up. I definitely want to buy it. I might have full of pictures and collection. Well, we are at the end of our time, thankfully. Again, there are 92 people in the window who are not getting properly advised, not getting proper instruction to make money on the internet. If that's the case, and you're one of them, we have a $2,500 bonus package called a Scholarship. When I said any last words about anything at all, I mean, cost no.
Lord, for Christmas, Black Friday. But this program is a business, so this is the place to go.
Well, if I share any of my humble presence with you. Now, Alan, at 5 o'clock, come up with Tanya. We'll tell her what the plan is. You need to have a screen test in case there's any issues about light and sound. And we're lowering the nets on and go out and look for another person of some quality and some competence, like Alan. Which is of some quality and some purposeful activity. Do that, and you would find two. That's fine. If you're using the $2,500 scholarship, everything works. It's not working today, but if everybody's on Twitter about the Friday, so they're all on the internet looking for whatever they do. On that happy basis, I'm going to. Any last comment from you?
That would be a good place to put your link right at this minute. Is on Twitter. Advertise it, the chip program, and bring some paying associates to your program.
Yes, that's absolutely good advice. All right. Well, until 1 o'clock tomorrow, this has been Dr. Jeffrey Lant, CEO and the co-founder, and the chief of the Scholarship. The only document used to find something shocking, God knows, and he knows. We hope that concludes. I'm not sure about that. Anyway, thanks to Chris. Thanks to all of you. We'll see you back here tomorrow, 1 o'clock time, as always.